The controversial Canberran, who displayed his full range of tweeners, underarm serves and risky topspin volleys, lost his second-round clash to outstanding Canadian teen Felix Auger-Aliassime 6-7, 4-7, 7-6, 7-3, 7-5. A high-quality match was punctuated by some dubious line-calling from match officials and some incredible ranting from the world number 39. Due to the poor weather in London this week, both players were forced to play the first-round encounters earlier in the day, with Kyrgios overcoming stubborn Spaniard Roberto Carballes by an in straight sets. Bro, you were taking the F*** ing piss, mate. The ball was this far out, no joke. What are you doing? Kyrgios said at umpire Fergus Murphy. It's so far long. Like, what are you actually doing up there? Bro, it's taking the piss. I refuse to play. Your hat looks ridiculous. Also, it's not even sunny. Stream live coverage of the WTA and ATP tours with ESPN and Bein Sports on KO. Get your 14-day free trial and start streaming instantly. Greater than Barty threw in Birmingham 0-48. That match was a bizarre affair which saw the Australian spend most of the match rowing with experienced chair umpire Fergus Murphy, sledging his opponent and muttering to himself whenever he conceded a point. At one stage he even threatened to walk off court after accusing a line judge of rigging the match. Kyrgios later rode back on that claim, but unleashed on the standard of officiating on the ATP Tour. I just don't think, at this level of sport, that we should have line judges and umpires that aren't making the right decisions. Kyrgios said. And I know what happens. Nothing happens. They'll get a little slap on the wrist. I had a conversation with them in Miami after I got fined again for their mistake. You know, they don't get any warning or fine or anything for their mistakes. So what's the difference? Kyrgios was angered in the Auger-Aliassime match when a ball that appeared to be out wasn't called and he lost the point. The incident happened shortly after he had conceded a point that won the game for the Canadian after umpire James Keothavong had initially ruled it long. Kyrgios was then issued with a code violation by Keothavong for furiously smashing a ball out of the court, before rounding on a photographer who he took exception to for snapping him while he was blowing his nose at the changeover. I thought some of the calls were outrageous today, he said. From tennis to for tennis 0-45, it shouldn't have to come down to me and Felix giving each other points. He gave me a point at a pretty crucial time, and I gave him a point at a pretty crucial time, for me doing a code violation. Why can't they get fined for having a terrible day in the chair? There's hundreds of thousands of dollars on the line. It's not a joke. They just think it's a joke because nothing happens to them after the match. They don't get any investigation or anything. I think it's ridiculous. Like, why not have another umpire ready to come in if that guy's have a terrible day? The calls are horrendous, but I get fined and he gets nothing. It's like a black star. I don't know what happens. It's rubbish. Earlier in the day, defending champion Marin Cilic and second-seeded Kevin Anderson were surprise second-round casualties. Croatian Cilic lost in straight sets to Queen's Club debutant Diego Schwartzman in only his third career win on grass. Anderson was beaten 6-1, 4-6, 6-4 by Gilles Simon, who will now face fellow Frenchman Nicolas Mahut, who beat Stan Wawrinka. Top-seeded Greek Stefanos Tsitsipas finished off Britain's Kyle Edmund in a delayed match before beating Jeremy Chardy. Daniil Medvedev of Russia battled past Lucas Pouille and Milos Raonic beat Aljaz Bedene. Let's block ads. Why?